My name is Samantha. It's good to see you today.
It's good to see you too, Samantha.
I'm going to go ahead and be your counselor. So I know you came in today to discuss some things, so this will be a safe space to do so.
It's nice to meet you.
So, first things first, how are you doing today?
Guess I'm okay. Like, besides the camps thing. I didn't feel like I need to be here, but yeah, so I'm here.
Well, some people see therapy as a bad thing. I mean, there is some stigma to different things that you hear. People go to mental health counseling. It's crazy, but it's not at all. It's honestly just a great experience for someone to be able to come in with the issues that they're having trouble dealing with and getting a third opinion, someone that's outside of the box that can look in and maybe help you find some things that you didn't really realize were a problem and they can help you figure out ways to solve it. So, really, it can be something you can benefit from in the long run. And also, in your situation, this is completely voluntary. So hopefully this is something that can benefit you. Not everyone benefits from therapy, but do know you can stop at any time. After this session, you may think that you didn't solve anything, it's not something you like, you can't see yourself continuing, and you don't have to. But if you feel like there is some hope there, that you really think that this is something that's going to benefit you in the long run, then we're here. We can make this work as a team.
All right.
Okay, so the way we work is we do weekly sessions. So that way, when we're first starting out, we can just kind of handle it one step at a time. We can try to tackle more and then we'll start spacing them out. Once there's some progress from us both, then at that point, we can go ahead and move those to month-long session or one session a month. So your insurance at the moment is great insurance. I mean, you get 6 sessions where there's no copay, no current co-insurance, anything. But then once you reach that point of hitting those 6, then you now go to $70 a session. So with that being said, is that something you're okay with?
As long as we do 6 sessions, yeah.
Well, we'll see what we can do anyway. But yet again, this is completely voluntary. So for some reason, if you decide you need to cancel, we do ask that you give 24-hour notice if possible, because there are some people that are trying to get a spot and we don't want to take it and cancel it last minute to where we can't get them in. So we'll save those spots for people that need them. Is that okay?
Yeah, I understand. Perfect.
Perfect. So I'll just reiterate again, just since I know you're a little reluctant, that these sessions completely voluntary. So should there be something you don't want to discuss, should you not want to be here, should you not want to continue after the fact, that is all completely up to you. There's no judgment, no bias on it. We're just hoping that this is something that we can do to at least get you back to where you feel you need to be.
As long as you tell my girlfriend what I'm talking about, I'm good.
Well, that leads me perfectly into the whole thing about confidentiality. So don't worry, I will not be saying a word to her. Everything that is said between you and I, that stays here in this room. So it's a safe space. You want to say things you can't say to anybody else, here's the place to do it. If there's some things that you've been afraid to say, here's the place you can do it. But there are a few limits to the whole confidentiality thing. So those would be if you're telling me that you want to harm someone else, if you want to harm yourself, those are things that I would have to report. I am obligated to do so. Another thing could be if I get subpoenaed or my notes get subpoenaed by a court, then I will have to offer those. But as soon as I do receive that subpoena, I will go ahead and bring that information up to you. So that way you're aware of it. You'll be aware of it ahead of time before anything gets released. And then finally, since we're all in this together, there are some times where, since I am learning, that I may need to talk to my supervisor to get their input on things or maybe even meet with my fellow coworkers. And at that point, I'll make sure everything that's said is anonymous so they don't know that it is from you. But that way I can at least get, other opinions on the situation. So aside from those are the only times that I would be breaching the confidentiality for you. Is that understandable?
All right.
Okay. So as far as the paperwork that you had filled out ahead of time, are there any questions that you have on any of that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So first things first, what brought you in here today?
And I ended up pop into question, So my fiance though now she's like worried about me drinking, a relationship, and I just think that's fun. Yeah, that's right. That's why I'm here.
Alright, so this drinking, it's affecting your guys' relationship or more or less relationships with other people?
But basically, like I'm hungover sometimes, so my work like always bitching at me like, "When I get that done, fucking hungover." And then just like obviously my fiance says he has some babysitting, which I don't see that, but that's what she says. And others said the same thing. So, I don't know.
So the whole babysitting thing, that's more how she feels, or is that kind of how you feel, how you're viewing the situation between the two of you?
Probably both. I mean, I don't know. I feel like I don't need to be babysit, but I can see where she's coming from. So
Yeah.
just
Well, what about other people? How's it affecting relationships outside of the one with you and your fiance? Is it affecting your friendships, relationships with family, that?
I don't know. I drink with my coworkers, but I don't even she's gone.
So why is she typically gone?
She just works.
So, is it better for you if she's gone, or is it better for you if she's home more often?
Yeah, it's kind of nice when she's not there because I can drink without getting bitched at. But I mean, I do miss her, but she just gets annoyed by me when she's there. But it's like, like don't get annoyed by me. I still care about you. I just want to have a couple drinks.
So, do you drink because she's gone and you miss her, or do you drink because she's not around, so there's no one to bring it up to you?
I just feel comfortable drinking in my skin. Like this is who I am.
So basically, drinking is just something more or less you do for yourself.
Yeah, makes me happy. What's wrong with being happy?
Fair enough. So she's the one that approached you about coming to counseling and bringing up that this has even been a problem, right?
Yeah.
Can you see why she would say that this is a problem, or why it's going to get
Yeah,
out of hand?
I mean, I can see it because like I really don't hang out with my old friends anymore. I'm more hang out with my new friends that like to drink too. My old friends are always like, "Oh, you gotta slow down. You're getting crazy drinking." I was like, then I have new friends that they all like to drink just as much as I do. So what's wrong with that? Hang out with the people that are like you. So
So would you say that they're a good influence or a bad influence on you?
probably depends who you're talking to. I feel like we're okay. So obviously they probably are bad. Because sometimes we do some crazy shit. But it's all in fun.
So basically, you're hanging out with these new friends, possible bad influence friends, more than the friends that you used to have with your fiance.
Yeah, definitely.
So how long would you say you've been hanging out with these people?
Yeah, like a couple months. But I obviously don't want my fiance to know like how much we hang out. Sometimes I'll be like, hey, gotta work a little bit late. Hang out with the boys for like 30 minutes drinking in the car.
Yeah.
It's fun.
So it's not all about, feeling comfortable with yourself or, just trying to get over things with, fighting with your current girlfriend, but rather you're having just fun doing it. You don't see it as a problem.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Okay, so your fiance pushing you to come into counseling today, do you not agree with her assessment that things are getting out of hand? If you're stating it makes you happy, you're stating it's fun, that you're enjoying hanging with your friends. So would you see that as a problem? Can you see why this would bother her?
Well, she cares. But like my ex didn't really care that much about drinking with boys. But she made a big deal out of it.
But your fiance does. She doesn't care about your drinking.
No, she
But does she
cares.
care
She
about
keeps
you
telling me
in
I'm
general?
a blown out liver and shit. I'm like, I'm okay. I drink a lot of water during the day, so I think it'll be fine.
So you recognize at least that there may be a problem here.
Yeah, I agree.
So when your ex is gone for work, you stated that it's easier to go behind her back and it's harder to drink when she's there. So
Oh, yeah, I mean, if she's not there, dude, I'll fucking pop over a bottle of wine, you know, and be like, when she's there, I can't really do that.
so when is she home now?
Just depends on her work schedule, honestly.
So you make sure to be aware of her work schedule ahead of
Oh,
time.
fuck yeah, because when she's gone, I'm like, hey, boys, let's do this, you know, but when she's there, I'm sick. She gets on that.
Well, when she's around more, would you say that makes things better or worse? I mean, obviously you don't have to skirt around her if she's, not there. But if she's not around in general,
I think both, because when she's there, obviously I'm not drinking as much. It's probably healthier for me.
mhm.
But when she's not there, I'm just like, let's buy it, you know.
So from what I'm getting from what you're saying, it's not really just a want to drink. It's more or less you feel the need to drink. Is that something you can agree with?
Yeah, agree with that. Other than like good old beer after work, you know.
Is there any past history of alcoholism, with yourself, your family, maybe anyone that you're in a past relationship with?
Nah, I drink. I don't care, you know. Drink I don't want to drink. It doesn't really matter about the history. It's not like I'm an alcoholic. I just like to drink.
So, the relationship you're in now, how does it kind of mimic the past relationships that you had? Has anyone else brought this up to be a problem, or is this something that's kind of new in your current relationship?
Nah, I've had other exes bring it up, but in like my head, it's just like a lot of times it's their issues, but they just want to like pick the one thing I do wrong. It's like I work hard, I do all this stuff. Okay, so I go on and drink, but you want to pick on me for that. So, but it's literally like, what do I do wrong when I drink? Am I an asshole? No. Am I a dick? No. Did I hit you? No. You just want to pick one thing I do.
So you've experienced this through other relationships.
Many relationships. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't feel like it's my problem. But
Has anyone forced you or, tried to talk you into going to counseling, or is this the first
yeah,
one?
of course. Like, you bring up something. Oh, like my kid's mom. Let's go counseling. I don't go counseling. I don't need to be told what's wrong with me.
Yeah.
You know?
Sometimes it's not always having someone tell you what's wrong, but to help you kind of navigate through how things are done.
I just feel like they're just gonna pick on me. You know, like, well, this is what you do. You drink beer, so afterwards you're a bad person. No, I'm not a bad person because I drink beer.
There's no judgment there.
I'm just saying, because that's what my ex would want.
Yeah. So your current girlfriend, or fiance rather, how long have you been with her?
2.5 years.
It's a pretty good long.
Almost. You know, it seems long.
Well, as far as the relationship now, I know obviously you're having some rocky points, but when you first got together, how was that relationship?
It was good, you know, like we just hung out all the time, had fun. Yeah, she was drinking with me. And all of a sudden, she changes, and I was like, oh, someone drink, have fun. But we did that when we were first together, so why is it gotta change?
Yeah. So if that's how you're dealing with things now, and she's not coping the same way or enjoying the same things, what kind of goals do you think you have for therapy? I mean, is there anything you want to get from this, or are you doing this completely to appease her?
Just a piece of it. I don't really feel like there's nothing wrong with me. I mean, you know, I'm like 90% of Americans. Work hard, go home, I have a couple drinks, make out with my old lady, whatever. That's it.
Have you ever gone to any type of counseling before, or this is the first time someone's had you go?
I've had counseling before.
Okay.
With my ex, yeah.
Did you notice any benefit from that? Did things get any better, or would you say it was a waste of time?
I kind of feel like it was a waste of time. Like we didn't really communicate. We were probably scared of it, so that's why I didn't give it a chance.
Yeah. Would you be open to doing couples counseling with your fiance now?
Yeah.
Okay. So I mean, I know there's probably some things that you'd like to communicate with her, maybe you don't feel you can communicate.
Yeah, but I don't want her to think like she fixed us.
Yeah, well, it's something that you would do together. You know, it's a partnership. Relationships are something we work on together. And I mean, if there's some issues with the communication as far as why you drink, why she thinks it's wrong, you know, when she used to be in that same position, you know, it would be something that you guys could work on together.
Yeah, takes two.
Yeah. So, um, is there anything else outside of, you know, your girlfriend, fiance nagging you, maybe work, the new friends you have, any of that that is kind of affecting your drinking that's, you know, maybe triggering your need to drink a little more?
Probably just the stress of work. Like a bust my ass. Like, okay, so I work 8 hours. I don't even think much. So technically we're 9 hours. Plus I drive 2 hours.
That's a long day.
It's a long day. It's just a lot of stress.
Yeah. So
And then you got people, oh, you didn't get this done. Like this can kind of make everybody happy.
that would definitely be a very stressful position to have.
That's why I like drinking after you home.
So would you say that's what pushes you, you know, to have a drink is rough day at work?
That and like honestly, the main thing is like constant emails from my ex. So he's talking about, oh, look what we had. We were meant to be. Da, da, da. And, it kind of affects me because at the time I felt that way. But now, not really. Like I'm trying to move on in my life. I got my new girl, and obviously she cares about me more.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know.
So these emails that you're getting from your ex, is this something that's recently started?
Yeah, pretty much. But, I mean, she's used to writing me here and there, but it's like constant. Because I make Facebook posts with me and my girlfriend. She's always. I feel like because I should probably block her, but even if I block her, I feel like she just make fake accounts so she doesn't see things. Why even bother?
Yeah.
But she's jealous. That's for sure.
So you would say that her constantly writing and bringing up these old memories and feelings, that this too is also adding to your need to drink.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Okay, so when you read these emails or messages, what happens to you afterwards? Like, how do you feel about them, and how does that affect your overall mood?
I pretty much kind of just shut down and space it out. I get by the bar. I'm like, fuck it, let's go drink.
Yeah.
Like get my mind off shit. And my girlfriend's behind. I'm like, hey.
So, what do you do for a living?
Well, I worked for Chrysler for like 20 years. So I'm the diesel guy. And I don't know, just same old shit. Done for 20 years.
To be in there for 20 years, you must be very knowledgeable about what you do. I mean, that's something that you should be proud of. I mean, you've worked hard to get there.
Yeah.
So there's always that.
That's true.
So is there any type of coping mechanisms that you've ever used or been told about, or any ideas you have as of things that, you know, might make you feel better about things, or might help you cope with things a little better?
Well, not really, but like sometimes if I have a shitty fucking day, I'll just go to the bar, have a couple of cranberry vodkas. Maybe an appetizer, but I usually don't do much. I just drink. If I do. Otherwise, it just works 2 minutes. I know it's better just to work 2 minutes, so I don't go drink. But certain days, I'm just like, I might have a couple drinks at lunch. Okay. I just keep my breath away from my boss.
Probably a smart idea. You wouldn't want to lose your job over it.
Right.
So that has to cause some type of stress as well. So how do you cope with stress? You just drink more, and then the drinking causes more stress, and then the stress causes more drinking. Is that how
Pretty much, That's like yo cranberry vodka.
Yeah.
Help you through the day.
Well, aside from, you know, what's going on with the drinking and your fiance having some issues with it, would you say your relationship is overall good?
Yeah, she always says, "Yeah, babysitting me." It's like, why do you got babysitting? Okay, every once in a while, I pass out on the couch, or maybe I'll drown my drink or something.
Yeah.
But that's just because I got slippery hands. It ain't like a hand right now. But yeah, she's always says babysitting. It's just stupid.
And this is all recent because everything
Oh,
was
yeah.
great at the beginning.
Oh, of course. Like, obviously, she wouldn't have been with me like at the beginning. You know. Obviously.
Yeah. So how does she approach you when she wants to discuss your drinking? Does she bring it up in a fight? Does she mention it in passing? Is there passive aggressive comments? How exactly does she confront you?
I don't know. She just kind of acts like she's positive about it, but like I, don't know. I guess sounds like he's just afraid that she's gonna leave me, like not stand by my side,
Yeah.
like solid. You know?
Well, it's understandable. I think we all have those kind of worries in relationships. And I mean, at least you're here working on it, trying to make her see that you're actually putting effort in, which is very admirable. Not a lot of people would do that. So, to sum it up, basically, you drink because you like to, but
Mm-hmm.
you are also drinking more because feelings have popped up from your ex because she hasn't left you alone.
Yeah.
Your fiance is on you about how much you're drinking, so that's causing more problems. And then work stress of constantly being busy is also triggering that for you. So, with those issues, with our sessions together, what do you think you'd like to get from this? Like, what would benefit you the most?
What I really like is to be strong enough not to react to the emails. Because it's hard not to, because it's like talking about her past and all this. I want to be strong enough to just be like, oh, I want to talk to you. But no, I can't.
Yeah.
I'm always like, what's up? Like, you know.
So, would you want these to completely stop? Or are you just wanting to kind of change the way that you cope with them when you do see them?
Well, I want them to stop, but I don't see it happening.
Okay, so you just like to cope better then?
Yeah.
Okay, so perhaps the next session we can work on some coping skills, some things that are different than just turning to alcohol for that. Maybe we can, find something that helps you cope to where we can cut down on the alcohol a bit, which will hopefully help both your relationships and work. So I'm not sure how you felt about the whole session today, but if you feel like this is something that you'd like to continue, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, it's worth a shot, you know. I mean, what do I gotta do?
Yeah.
But not drinking and not talking to my ex. I tell you some stories about her, but yeah, basically, yeah.
Well, excellent. So once we're done with this and we wrap everything up, you can feel free to stop by the front desk on your way out. You can make an appointment, or you can call back later if you want to check your schedule. But I really look forward to us working together because I truly think we can make some progress here.
How long of a appointment do I need to make? Like a week in advance, 2 weeks?
She can go ahead and accommodate you for next week. So we'll keep with the weekly
What if I
session.
need 2 weeks then?
If you need to do 2 weeks, we can
I'm going on
accommodate that.
vacation next week. I mean, hopefully things work out good. But we always seem to find things out. So, I don't know. We'll see how it goes.
Well, hopefully, since you're at least making a step in the right direction as far as hopefully both of you are concerned, then you will have a better vacation if you can kind of relax.
Right? Have a couple drinks together.
Maybe not that.
No? Even though you're on vacation?
Up to you.
Okay.
In moderation.
All right.
All right. Well, it was wonderful to meet you today, and I look forward to our future appointments.
Huh? I need you. So I don't have to pay nothing this time?
Not this time. You're
It's
good.
free 99.
Free 99. Your insurance has got
So I got 5 left.
5 left, and then it'll be $70 a session.
Do you guys take credit cards?
Yes, we do.
All right. As long as you take credit cards, because I got no checks. I don't believe in checks.
You'll be fine.
You
We'll
sure?
make sure. We'll work something out.
All right. Well, sounds good then. I just had to put in a couple extra hours of work to afford this, but it's worth fixing our relationship. You know what I mean?
Definitely in the long run.
All right. Well,
All right.
yeah. I guess it's work for now. So next
Okay.
week, same time, same place.
Just make an appointment on your way out, and she can set that up, and
Are
we'll.
you sure she
continue.
can do the same time now? Because I work kind of weird.
She'll
hours.
work around everything for
You
you.
sure? What's her name?
Abigail.
That's a beautiful name.
She's a great girl.
I once dated like an Abigail. It was crazy.
Well, it's great to meet you. Have a
You
good day.
too.